You ready, boy? These niggas scared to play me. These niggas scared to play me for real. Watch how you lead. Oh, is he staying?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First play from scrimmage. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Stafford here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again at Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw is Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And oh, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken around the 12. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. 32. Now Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
I just know defensively, when you see 3rd and long, you just tell each other, guard the sticks. Don't let them get to the 1st down line. Anything underneath will make the play. But you have to take care of all responsibilities and know that they swing it out to a back. One-on-one tackles in the open field are critical. And if you miss, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that 1st down gain.
To the air again, Stafford.
Akers, back-to-back catches.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Stafford. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
After one, it's 9-0.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. The big fella. The 30. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well,
Thank you.
Tell
you what.
For this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ball game.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they do so in possession of the lead now thanks to the effort of their defense. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I still expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They snap it to Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, He's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the... And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers.
A tight end? God. Look at that replay.
Successful, don't you?
Without a doubt.
Look at it.
That's teamwork to be able to put it all together.
Ooh, a tight end.
Probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford now to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford looks to throw again. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
22!
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And this one too low.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
53, ready, 59.
Here's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Leonard Floyd buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
He's up to the 20
and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Stafford. Slant pass complete to Akers. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch them close to the spot. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. A little jet sweep to start the drive. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins, 34 yards. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Crosby with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
First down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Rodgers looking to throw. Got a man Lazard. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are right back in this football game. After the interception, here's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
Well, it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
I just want you better out. You know this already. So been that already. Cool, don't want to hit. Now let me tell you, you top of my list already. It's mine, but I'm this serious already. I'm down.
Now
Just
after
tell
the
me what you
touchdown,
with
here's
it. I'm
Crosby
ready.
to kick
I
it
said
away.
get it. I'm ready. You know,
Takes
you
it
a
at the
person,
7.
girl.
And not a good return at all.
You better
Down
tell me how your
inside
ass
the
nigga
10,
really
all the way
took the
back
lot
at the
to the
7.
shit.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Like, please give pop and star with the hate, right? You like I'm talking the shit, and your nigga don't be talking about shit. That's the difference that we know we all borrow with the shit, Cause I walk, I'm talking the shit, They all with the shit, And they like, why y'all say that shit, Say there's a long issue with me. When you cover for it, be like, baby, come get me.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Posting the pictures of you flossing and shit,
From his own goal line, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining
Better
now.
step outside the
Looked
field
like
so the
someone
heels
was
got
very
confident
confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
You like I'm talking shit,
So
nigga,
they'll
I be
come up
talking
after
about
the
shit. That's the
incompletion
difference
for
that
second
we
down.
about with this shit,
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
When you ready for it, you like, baby, come
To try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the
Just
pressure
tell me if you
executing
ready.
in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
Priceless. I just want you better as ever. And you know this already. Shoot, been that already. Cool, don't want to hit shit. Now let me tell you, you top of my list already. It's mine, but I'm that serious. I'm ready. I'm down. Just tell me if you with it. I'm ready. I said it. Get it. I'm ready. Yo, impress me, girl. Shit, Had to get to know you better. Tell me how your ass nigga really took a lot of city shit, That's a step I show you better. Step outside the vehicle and hills, got pause and shit. Dancing, love me when you start with the hips. Tastes like cherry lip, gloss on your lips. Hey, late night, girls get pop and start with the hate, right? Like I'm talking this shit, Hey, looking on me talking about shit. I'm about with this shit, Cause I'm all kind of talking this shit, This tech, they be all with this shit, They like, why y'all say shit, It's so long as you with me. When you ready for me, be like, baby, come get me. I'm mad, shit. I'm a message coming if I got it. Swear to God, you can happy.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers.
You better tell me how your ass nigga really took a loss to this shit, That's a quick step. I show you better. Step outside your vehicle. Your heels got pause and dancing. Love the way you start with the hips. Taste like cherry lip gloss on your lips. Date night, girl, let's get poppin'. I start with the hate, right? You like how I'm talking shit, Really, nigga, don't be talking about shit. That's the difference every day, bro, with this shit, Cause I'm all kind of talking and shit,
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Just as long as you bring you ready for me, be like, baby, come get me. I said, this time we have to get it. I'm like,
Right to the air is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace.
On top of my it's I'm ready. It's mine, but I'm that serious. I'm ready. I'm down. Just tell me if you with it. I'm ready. I said it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback over this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect. They'll try and pick up another first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
I like it.
They be like, why they all say this shit?
In the passing game, and you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to you guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish the rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
I'm in everything, man. I want to be no. And when it comes to you, won't have to leave. I will come to you.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Post up the pictures of you flies in this shit, huh? Hey, I guess you know you better tell me how your ass nigga really took the loss to this shit, huh? That's a close step I show you better step outside the field, going heels, got him pausing and shit. Dancing, love it when you start with it. Tastes like cherry lip gloss on your lips. Day, night, girls keep popping, start with the hate, right? You're talking shit, yeah, your nigga don't be talking about shit. That's the difference that you really on broad with the shit, huh?
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
They out. They be like, why they all say this shit, huh?
Now Rodgers.
When you ready for me, be like, baby, come get me.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
I'm ready.
On second and goal, Rodgers, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's mine, but I'm that serious. I'm ready. I'm down. Just tell me if you with it. I'm ready. I said it.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And all will be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position. And this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They have things going their way.
Hey, yo, nigga, don't be talking about shit. That's the difference. We really on
they start on the ground here, and Sanders fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Check the day out with
well, sometimes you just have to give credit
they
to the
like,
defense.
Why they all
Great
say
job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
I got it. I took it. I'm in everything. I don't play no. And when it comes to you,
throwing his Hurts.
Throw
knocked away. It's incomplete.
You better tell me how your ass nigga really took a loss to the You gotta step. I show you better step outside the field. Go ahead. Hills got pauses. Dancing. Loving when you start with it. Taste like cherry lip. Gloss on the lips. Day, night. Girl, let's get popped and start with the hate. Right? Feel like I'm talking and shit. Well, your nigga don't be talking about shit. That's the difference. Really on broad with this shit.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Take the day out with the shit.
Big play there on the
Maybe
catch
like,
and
why they all
run.
say this
32
shit?
yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how to catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, They've got that tough guy aspect, too. How about him catching that short one there,
if you
shaking
win,
off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Taken down at the 42.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On the delay, Jones. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. They'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
With me when you ready for me, be like, baby, come get me. Imagine out at night, out in Paris.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Chance, baby.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Hey, yo, nigga, I don't be talking about shit. That's the difference. Yeah, you ready? I don't vibe.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Still fall, boy.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
That's the difference that we really on God with this shit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Hey, young nigga don't be talking about shit. That's the difference that you really on, bro, with this shit,
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive, looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play, maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
I don't care anymore.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
What happened? It was a flag?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. His pass caught at the 4.
Oh!
Touchdown!
Okay.
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand-new ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Baby, I caught you last night.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
I got the feeling something ain't
Rodgers
right.
going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to
You
bring
can
it out ends
keep
up
it
not being a good
real.
one. Cost him about
Baby,
5 yards as he's tackled
I
into
can
20.
understand, baby. What the deal? Gotta be you. I gotta be a man about it. Oh, you know what's coming next. Oh.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And
the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken.
What the hell did
Perhaps
I
a chance
do?
for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call,
Wait,
we
he
go back
called
up to
that?
Lambeau. And
Oh
Brandon
my
Gaudin.
fucking
Welcome
god.
back. Charles and I settled in
called
booth
it.
ready for quarter number 3.
Man, oh my god. I don't think it's a flag. He caught that pass. That running back that they just showed, man, he caught that, man.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That was good tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction,
got me feeling like they thinking now. Yes, sir.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And he's got some
I
space
found
here.
it, baby. Say so. I don't want to have to wait on you. These are things I got to say to you. Baby, feel irreplaceable, baby, because I can't call it. You fuck with other niggas, I won't even bother. Young Papa, tell me who talk. When me put my step on and let me cry about the mother niggas out the bitch. I said, the mother niggas, what you said with me.
Elliott good on the extra point.
My
And it
homeboy
leads
left the
now
crib
14
to me,
to
baby,
10.
you should stay with me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott
Well,
on
as
to
long
kick
as
it
I'm
away.
here, baby, that's okay with me. How does it sound? Like a girl
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense. The coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it because he had visions of end zone in his mind.
And he's in.
I'm bringing some liquor. I know they jealous. They're taking
Sanders with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On play action, now Rodgers. On the move to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 3 quarters in the books. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. 23 yards to pick up there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I gotta do this to you, baby. Really. I'm not lying, but I hope that you feel it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They give him a gain of 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So a fourth quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Man.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Off the option, it's Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. This is Smith with a grab. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. To the air is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers, left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed out of my way and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
93.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On play action, it's Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of things.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 27 yards. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Rodgers now to throw.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah,
he rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for him for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Able to find Lazard.
Michelle comes straight to you. Yeah.
And that'll keep the drive alive. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dillon up the middle. Room here to run. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. We'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the Raiders have got him. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Called out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. Now we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting. Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson, for the field goal try. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet.
And he is going to be out of bounds, well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs.
All right, Mr. Fantasy Champion, we just saw him fake a field goal, and the kicker has the opportunity to throw a pass. He completed it, but not for a first down. Does anyone get any points for that?
No, he just gets some pride going back to the sideline saying he completed a pass as the kicker, but the big thing here is they didn't get enough for the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Right in space at the 40.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Rodgers now on first down.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Big Andrew Billings there on the stop. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments
I was
before we get
sure.
started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And a throw right sideline is complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 41, Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet? No, it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On play action, Rodgers.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau.
He's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw his Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Caught outright by Renfro. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. He'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 31, Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. The throw taken in by Cole. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing his Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick.
And this is caught. Touchdown. They've taken the lead here in the final minute. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Rodgers to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dive, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dive?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Back to throw, Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rankin.
Come on. This shit. Come on. Get this shit over. Fuck it. Fuck it.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Bro.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Solid stiff arm. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big...